The scale of the crisis has been clear for years. Hundreds of Indigenous women murdered or missing in Canada. A haunting national disgrace with no solution in sight.
Now, pressure is mounting on the Canadian government to take action on the missing and murdered Aboriginal women. Now, several premiers and Aboriginal leaders have met in Ottawa and called for immediate action to stop the violence. They say the federal government can at least provide funding for the provinces to take the steps needed to be taken. But Prime Minister Stephen Harper has rejected calls for a national inquiry into the nearly 1,200 Aboriginal women who've been either murdered or gone missing in the past 30 years.
I say this to every mother, to every daughter, to every sister, that it's time you had a Prime Minister who cares.
Why am I so vulnerable in a first world country? That's the question I want answered. 1,200
moccasin tops made by the families of the 1,200 murdered and missing Aboriginal women. When you see that laid out, what that represents, you're not human if you don't break down and cry.
I wonder where she is.
In Winnipeg, volunteers don't have the Prime Minister's support. Instead, they turn to social media to raise funds to search lakes and rivers to find their missing loved ones. On social media, Indigenous women now ask, "Am I next?"
I believe that there is a need for a national public inquiry to bring justice for the victims, healing for the families, and to put an end to this tragedy.
Amber Elisa Tukaro, mother of an infant, missing 5 years ago, age 20. Her remains found 2 years later. No arrest.
Yes, I'm traumatized. Yes, I'm hurt. I'm not that mom I was 13 years ago. But I'm here.
I still wait for her to come home. I can't even leave my living room curtains open because I'm watching for her to come home. I'm waiting to see if she will make it home. But that will never happen. Somebody took her from me. I think of her every day. She's always there for me.
Despite years of demands, the federal government has not ordered an inquiry into murdered and missing Aboriginal women, and many people around the country are refusing to take no for an answer.
Nothing is ever going to change for us.
Am I Next is a Canada-wide campaign calling for a national inquiry into the country's 1,200 missing and murdered Aboriginal women. Participants are also looking at how the issue can be addressed locally through awareness campaigns or other options.
She was friendly, and she liked powwows, and she had an Indian name.
Hey, oh, oh. I just returned from Thunder Bay. I was at a 3-day event about missing and murdered Indigenous women. And we also took 3 families who have lost their loved ones to attend that session in Thunder Bay. The session in Thunder Bay, as I said, it was an excellent session, and our families had a chance to tell their story. Well, Justin Trudeau, who is the leader of the federal Liberals and could possibly be the next Prime Minister, he was present. And I know that when our ladies told their stories, that they brought him to tears, because it was a very draining and emotional experience. And
you know, it's scary to talk about violence. It's scary to talk about all of these issues that surround us in our community every day. And so, you know, people have a fear to come forward, and I know I faced the same thing many years ago, you know, to address the things that were happening in my home for me. So, you know, it took a long time.